Hello and welcome to the Interesting Reads channel. I'm thrilled to kick off this exciting journey with you. Get ready for an engaging exploration of various fascinating topics, issues, stories, and some hidden gems you might not have learned in school, things you are likely involved in but may not know the history behind. So, without further ado, let's dive into the inaugural video and embark on this incredible journey together. A century ago, in 1869 to be exact, September 24, gold rush market in America experienced a crash. Two investors, Jay Gould and Jim Fisk, decided to buy up as much gold as possible in the whole country. They hoped to force the prices sky high and sell for astonishing profits. These two naughty cookies succeeded, as other sources call them. In one day, the stock market plummeted and everyone was bankrupt. Remember, gold circulated as currency in many countries, especially during that time, before the introduction of paper money. So, without gold, people could not buy anything. And even if they have gold, but they couldn't buy any item of food or anything because they couldn't afford it. The prices were unreasonably high. It was just unaffordable. But why am I here? Why am I telling you all this? You may be wondering. Surprise, surprise, this incident was only the beginning of what was to be called Black Friday. Yep, you didn't expect that one. There were many economic catastrophes before and later, but this one has caught my attention, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Fast forward to around 1960. The day after Thanksgiving and the Army-Navy football game, there would be a lot of traveling. Basically, these two events would attract huge crowds consisting of tourists. It was time for shops to make more money as people flocked to buy food. However, things would take a dark turn. This meant that law enforcement would have to be tight. People had to work hard controlling the crowds in Philadelphia. The local police had to work long hours. No day off dealing with the crowds and traffic. It was the time when the economic crisis of years ago found its name as Black Friday. Basically, it's the chaos associated with the day after Thursday and Thanksgiving. Yes, the Friday. To make matters worse, shoplifters also took advantage of the time in stores and made off with merchandise. This was the worst pain the police had to keep up with. Side note, before this, the term Black Friday did want to match up with shopping. Basically, retailers wanted to reflect the backstory of how accountants used different color ink, red for negative earnings and black for positive earnings. Since then, the term has evolved to a season-long event, and the rest is history, which means the chaos is history, but the name still exists, and also the practice still exists. Back to Philadelphia police. The Black Friday story stuck, and soon the term's darker roots in Philadelphia were largely forgotten. Since then, the one-day sales bonanza has morphed into a 4-day event and spawned other retail holidays, such as Small Business Saturday, Sunday, and Cyber Monday. Stores started opening earlier on that Friday, and now the most dedicated shoppers can head out right after their Thanksgiving meal to the stores. Although Black Friday has become so popular and thrived, it has been subject to various oppositions and myths, just like any other incident. There have been claims that in the 1800s, southern plantation owners could buy enslaved workers at a discount on the day after Thanksgiving. Though this version of Black Friday's roots has understandably led some to call for a boycott of the retail holiday, it has no basis in fact. However, in spite of all this, Black Friday was here to stay, and we are all excited about it, except you two naughty cookies, Jay and Jim. But thank you. I have personally heard stories of people sleeping at the doors of the stores just because they want to get in first and help themselves to the 50% to 70% discounted items. So much so, the shop must close way earlier than normal because all the items are gone on that Friday, bought by customers that were kind of lurking and waiting to pounce the minute the shop opened. I have been waiting for months myself to buy a smartphone on this coming Black Friday at the lowest price possible. I will shop online and will wait until 12 o'clock in my room. I am not going to town and be part of that stampede. Speaking of which, there are drawbacks of Black Friday sales. These include impulsive purchases, buyer's remorse, materialism, and consumerism. Ethical concerns. For example, in 2013, an investigation revealed that a major fashion retailer used sweet shops for super working conditions to produce its Black Friday sales items. This tarnished the brand's reputation and raised concerns about its commitment to ethical practices. Seemingly, Black Friday will always be associated with darkness. From where it started, the crashing of the economy with those two naughty cookies. Did you know the story behind Black Friday? Are you going out on this Black Friday for the low deals, or are you joining us online? Thank you for listening. Content like this will come once every week. Let me know what you think in the comment section, or share any ideas that we can look at together.